Year after year, games have begun to have better graphics quality, improved storylines, new software improvements, and game-altering mechanics. Because of this, most people would believe that today's games would be the best thing that we've ever experienced since the creation of the internet. But instead, many people have come to the similar conclusion that most games today are feeling worse than that of a simple 8-bit arcade game from the 1980s. Due to most modern games becoming more unfun, I decided to look back at some of the games that I played in my childhood that brought me happiness when I was younger and review what made them so fun to play. This new series that I'm doing shouldn't be taken too seriously, as I'm not a professional critic and I believe that some games aren't meant for everyone, as everyone is, available to their own opinions. So this series' purpose is to introduce people to some alternative choices to games and to get an idea of why do games today feel so shit compared to back then. Of course, we can't review a game without a game to review. So when deciding which game to review, I had to decide between many choices, but ultimately I decided to choose a game that has a special connection to me, a game that has changed and defined my life, a game that has made me become addicted to the franchise to this very day, a game that was recommended and given to me after buying the new 3DS at the time, a game that I've continued to play time and time again. That game being PvZ is a PvE tower defense strategy game. The story of the game is that you meet with a weird schizophrenic-like person named Crazy Dave that tasks you with the job of protecting humanity's lawn from the ongoing hordes of zombies that are being led by the Einstein intellect zombie known as Dr. Zomboss, that is leading his army in order to get Crazy Dave's brain. As if Crazy Dave had a brain to begin with. In order to protect your lawn from the hordes of zombies, you will need to use the plants that are given, which are able to be planted by the amount of sun you possess. These plants can do many things. There's plants that shoot zombies, some plants make more sun, others act as a cock block for zombies, some plants just want to fucking explode. What the fuck? There's a plant that shoots bubbles, a plant that shoots a fucking missile, and a plant that lobs butter. The core mode of the game, the Venture mode in Plants vs Zombies, has 5 main lawns. Each of these lawns contain their own unique mechanics, making each lawn come with its own challenges. The lawns are Day, Night, Pool, Fog, and Roof. As I said before, each lawn has its own unique mechanics, bringing different challenges to the player. The Day lawn is probably the most basic lawn, as it's just an ordinary lawn that provides sun occasionally. It also applies a few restrictions to using certain types of plants, especially when using nighttime plants, as trying to use one of them will cause them to fall asleep. Though they can be awakened by using the coffee bean, but still you're using a seed packet slot and spending an additional 75 sun just so you can wake up one of these fat fucks. Anyways, the night lawn is similar to the day lawn, but it has a few differences, such as the biggest challenge being that the sun will no longer occasionally fall from the sky and sunflowers will be weakened, meaning most reliable ways of producing sun are no longer available and makes it more difficult to use more expensive plants. The last unique mechanic that the night lawn brings is the gravestones or tombstones, whatever you want to call them. These aren't too bothersome, but if they are forgotten, they become annoying later on as they can spawn zombies and prevent you from planting plants on the tiles. So it's best to remove them as fast as you can using the Grave Buster. The next lawn to be encountered is the Pool lawn, which personally is my favourite lawn as I find it perfectly balanced between difficulty and enjoyment. The Pool lawn is quite different from other lawns as it introduces 2 new lanes. These lanes bring the danger of aquatic type zombies like dolphin or scuba zombie. These lanes also prevent you from planting directly on the water unless you use the lily pad, which is one of the few plants that can be directly placed in the water. It should also be known that the traditional 5 lanes that the other lawns have is not the same for this one, as the pool has 6 lanes instead of 5. This next lawn, in my opinion, is probably the most hated lawn, as it really, and I mean really, annoying to play on. The Fog lawn is honestly just painful to play, as the fog makes it so they can't see a fucking thing, forcing you either to guess where and what zombies are on the lawn, or either forcing you to use plants like the lantern or blower to clear the fog, which is annoying to have one of your seed packets used just so that you can fucking see the lawn. Personally though, the biggest problem I have with this lawn is the dissatisfaction caused by the lack of sign. By preventing you from seeing your impenetrable forces that you've been building up to destroy the massive hordes of zombies that have been approaching, it causes the Fog lawn to lose its satisfaction that other lawns have, making it not really fun and lose the enjoyment that other lawns have. The last lawn is the Roof lawn, which is probably the most unique out of the 5 lawns. That being just like the pool lanes, the roof lanes will require a plant similar to the lily pad, but instead of using the lily pad, you'll be using the roof type plant, flower pot, in order to place plants on the roof. The other unique challenge this lawn brings is the shape of the lawn, as the lawn is split into two main sections. The first section is the slope side and the second section is the flat side. The challenge that comes with the two sides is the type of plants that can be used, as shooter type plants like pea shooter, starfish and cactus can't shoot zombies when they're placed on the slope side unless they're placed in the fifth column on the slope side. The only type of plant that can attack zombies when placed on the slope side area are the lava type plants, such as cabbage pole, melon pole, kernel pole. The last mechanic that's introduced with these lawns are the bungee zombies, which unless you're using the umbrella leaf, these bungee motherfuckers will continuously kidnap your children and leave behind massive pieces of shit on your lawn. One of the things that makes PvZ such a great game is the large amount of available choices to alternative gameplay. While most games stick to the core game or provide slight alterations to the style of the game, many of them do not have complete alternative choices to the core game. Plants vs Zombies, however, does provide that option to players who don't want to play the core adventure mode of this game. For PvZ, each minigame and puzzle that the game offers is all unique and memorable, bringing with them their own set of challenges and goals, allowing anyone to find their own enjoyment in PvZ. Like seriously, the amount of mini-games and puzzles this game provides is insane. It puts Overwatch and Rainbow Six event modes and arcade games to shame. Like just going a bit off my head, there's Walnut Bowling, Vase Breaker, Endless Zombies, which is a game mode where you're the zombies, Zabotomy. Hell, there's a fucking Bejeweled version of the game, there's even a game mode for gamblers. And that's the only ones I can think of the top of my head. There's so much of the alternative game modes that this game fucking beats any other game mode that many top A games provide. Plants vs Zombies offers players the opportunity to find their sense of fun. Players are not forced to play the same boring first person shooter over and over again. You, the player, have the choice of how you want to play, and that's what makes PvZ fun, where the players have freedom to decide how they want to play and have the ability to play differently. What makes the game last isn't how amazing the game looks or feels when playing. Good graphics and game-altering mechanics can only carry a game for so long. What truly makes a game great and memorable is the freedom to experiment and provides enjoyment for all types of players. Games that offer players the ability to change their game from the core experience will provide players with the enjoyment they desire, which is what Plants vs Zombies does achieve. It allows players to choose between the main story mode focus of the game or play a more casual strategic puzzle version of the game, and that's why it's so fun to play PvZ, because it has those options, and each type of game mode and mini game are just so fun, allowing countless replayability and bring enjoyment to anyone that wants to play the game. While PvZ isn't the most visual or mechanically innovative game that has been made, it still holds a place inside the hearts of many players, including myself, as I or any PvZ player can easily recount the excitement and fun memories we had coming home from a long day at school just to turn on our DSs and play this game for hours. It's just a really fun game, a game that gained its reputation for its unique story of plants fighting off zombies, its wide options of plants and zombies making a new and unique experience for every level, the different lawns bring new challenges and mysteries with them, the abundant options of minigames and puzzles for endless fun and difficulty to play for any player, the simple but yet cartoony art style accompanied with the memorable music to bring comfort to any player. I could continue talking about how fun the game is, but that wouldn't truly show you how great of a game PvZ is. After all, I'm just some random idiot on the internet. Why listen to me when you can play it yourself? Seriously, just download and play the game for yourself, then come back to this video and comment if you agree with my opinion. Is PvZ a fun game? In my opinion, yes, but in your opinion, it may not be. So why not give it a try for yourself and see how fun it truly is. I hope you all enjoyed this video, as it did take a while to make it. I hope that the video or the response for this video is positive. As I originally said it, or in the start of the video, this video isn't to be taken too seriously, as I want to try something new. So if the response for this is positive, I might make more of these and turn this into a full-on series, as I do wish to do it, as it was really fun making this. It's something new, it's something different, so who knows. I know that I didn't post much, especially with the holidays. I was originally going to post more, but it was just a bit long, annoying, so I will try and improve my schedule. I do apologize on that. Hopefully this year I'll try and upload more videos and be more consistent. But to improve on that, I was thinking of doing weekly streams or every Tuesday, which we call TF2 Tuesdays, which, if you can guess, I'll play TF2 or stream TF2 gameplay every Tuesday. These streams are around 2-3 hours, maybe 4 hours long. I'm still thinking what time to do them. So look out on my Twitch channel starting next week of this video or the week after. I still have to decide if I really want to do it. So just look on every Tuesday, and see if I'm doing it. And just duck in to watch the stream. Comment on something, like if you just want to talk about the newest video, or I don't know, stream snipe me and piss me off. Go ahead. I don't really care. I just want to have fun, so I don't care. The last thing I want to mention is the fact that right now we're just slightly over 40 subscribers, which is nearly halfway of my goal of reaching 100 subscribers, which I think is pretty amazing that many of you sacrifice some of your time to watch my channel, which means a lot to me. So I just want to quickly thank you all for that. Apart from those, until next time, I wish you all a nice day and hope you enjoyed yourselves.